What's up, everybody? I'm in my new little spot out here in the garage. I'm going to show a haul video of some figures I recently picked up. Excuse me, from Big Bad Toy Store. I got another package en route from them because if you shop at Big Bad Toy Store, of course, when you tell them to ship your loot, they will automatically get some more stuff in your pile of loot. So I went ahead and told them to ship that as well. So the first thing I'm going to show you is I got a lot of figures from the new, I believe it's Series 5 from Action Force Valaverse. And one thing I got, I didn't even know this was a thing. I do know that I've watched several reviews on these figures, and some people are experiencing some QC issues. Excuse me, some QC issues. I did not know that Atlas had a situation with his hips, but apparently he does. So here is a replacement for it. So there's that. So like I said, I've seen some videos where some people have had issues here and there. I did not know there was an issue with the hips, but apparently there is. So I'm glad that they went ahead and sent me that replacement. Next thing we got was, and let me go ahead and tell you, I have shopped at Big Bad Toy Store easily going on 10 years. I love their pile of loot feature. I love their shipping. I love how easy it is to pre-order stuff, cancel pre-order stuff. And I've never once got anything in their packaging that was damaged. And on this one, I got 2 or 3 things that were damaged, but I don't think it was their fault. I'm thinking, again, with Action Force having some issues with some of their things, I think it was just, you know, Action Force and Valaverse. It looks like the glue came off the bubble packaging of this pretty easily. Let me see if I can zoom out just a little bit. There we go. As you can see, this was just kind of setting in there. I'm an open box collector. I open up everything, but I did want to show that that came like that. Again, I don't think this was an issue of Big Bad Toy Store. I think this was an issue of maybe in transit, because I mean, they were packed in there perfectly. But I think weather related might have caused this glue not to adhere, because I don't even feel anything on these sides. I mean, you can see some blemishes right here from the transfer of the packaging. But again, I don't think that had anything to do with Big Bad Toy Store. And it's unfortunate for inbox collectors if they got this, because this is a Big Bad Toy Store exclusive. And this right here is the Night Ops Senshi or Senshi. I'm terrible with names, so please forgive me on that. But here is that figure right there. So it looks really good. Really happy to have that one in the Action Force crew. And there is the back right there. So just to give you an idea. So we got that one. And we got his other version, which is just his standard version right here. So as you can tell, it's on the packaging fine, and you know, they were packed perfectly, but I don't think there was much adhesive on that other packaging. So here's the back of it with this one. So there's Atlas. Is that the one that it's got the, okay, the replacement hips is for Atlas right there. So those are the other ones I got in the line. That one looks great. I only got one, but in hand, it looks gorgeous. I was a little apprehensive of it at first. And while we're looking at that, these all 3 look good, but I'm kind of liking Sidewinder the best out of those 3. That one's just cool. Just very cool, man. All right, so, okay, so here's Atlas. And it looks like the same issue on this one. Bubbles busted right there, and you can see where it's already coming off card right there. So it's unfortunate if you're an inbox collector, because I know that would just, you know, be disheartening to open up your package. And I'm trying to figure out why this is a replacement. Oh, I see. So you see how there's texture right there on the leg portions? There's no texture on the crotch diaper region anywhere on it. So it's like a smooth blue, where this is rough to mimic like jeans. And if you look at this, it's hard to tell in there, but this has that same texture as the thighs. So that's why they changed it out. Well, that's pretty cool that they did that. I can't really tell a difference, but I mean, that is definitely cool that they did that. Went ahead and sent the replacement, but that's what it is. And I've seen a lot of reviews. I don't remember anybody mentioning that, but you know, who knows? Here is the Praetorian, and this box was bent, which is very unusual for Big Bad Toy Store. That's why I'm thinking it had something to do with them receiving it from overseas. That's just my opinion. But yeah, this Crimson Shadow Praetorian robot looking dude is awesome. This thing is just drop dead gorgeous. It's even got some like shields up. Looks like this one is off the thing too. And you can tell there's just not much adhesive. See? So yeah, I don't think this was a Big Bad Toy Store issue. I think this was an issue with the new factory or something they were using. Because is this the first of the series that were all in bubble packaging? I want to say they are, but I could be wrong. Who knows? I'm probably wrong. Here is Colonel Siege. This one looks really good too. I really like the cigar right there that's in his mouth. And then on this one, he has a hand that's holding it. So that definitely looks good. And I love, a lot of people are not giving this weapon some love, this lever action. This reminds me of a show that had Steve McQueen in it. I know a lot of people are calling this like the lever action from Terminator, but in Terminator, that was a shotgun. This is an actual rifle, it looks like. And if you watch the show with Steve McQueen, I want to say it was on in the late 60s, early 70s maybe, but it was called Wanted Dead or Alive, and that was his sidearm right there. So that looks really dope, but he's catching a lot of flack for it because it's just not, you know, action force, I guess you could call it. It doesn't have that modern look, but it gives them that kind of like cowboy, you know, got the double holsters, the cigar, you know, I dig it. I like it. So there's that one. The next one is the one that I like so far out of this series. This is Sidewinder right here, and he looks pretty dope. I like that head sculpt a lot. It's got a nice array of weapons. I love the knife right there. So I'm really digging this one. Like I said, this one so far looks like my favorite out of this wave. So we definitely got to get some more bad guys, you know. We definitely got to get some more bad guys in there. And then we got 2 boxes of the weapons pack India. And there's a close-up of what you're getting. I really like that flamethrower right there. Knife looks good. Yeah, they look pretty good. This isn't the best looking weapons pack, I'm gonna be honest with you. But the weapon, the blowtorch right there, I like the grenade launcher. I like that pistol right there with the silencer. And I like that knife just because I like figures with some cool knives. If you remember in the 1987 film, Arnold Schwarzenegger played in Predator, and he took that big knife when they entered that guerrilla camp, and he threw that knife across that hut and said, "Stick around." That was always cool. Let's see. So we have right here is your Recon Corps. It's just a generic figure. I wish I had gotten 2 of them. I wasn't even aware that it came with a secondary head sculpt. If it comes with like a secondary head sculpt that's pretty generic for a generic figure, I try to get one to represent both of the head sculpts. So that's a fail on me. So I might have to go back and grab another one. And I like the color palette that they used with this figure. So definitely happy to have it. Here is the back of it right here. So that looks good. I like the bubble packaging as long as they put the adhesive on there to help it stick. I mean, if it ain't gonna stick, there's no point in really having the bubble wrap. This is the Recon gear pack that I got to go with the Recon figure. It looks really good. And I absolutely love getting a weapons belt with a holster for your pistol and such. I'm not a big fan of thigh rigs. They slip up and down on the figure, and then you tell yourself, well, I'm just going to glue it on the figure, but you might want some pictures of them without, you know, them being all suited up, or so now you're in a precarious spot because you glued the holster rig on. And I'm going to be honest with you, if you've ever worn a thigh rig, they're uncomfortable. You can't really run. And they really defeat the purpose. I mean, I'm more of a fan of hip carry than thigh rig carry, but that's just me. But looks pretty good. Oh, I like that texture on the pistol right there on the top. So that looks pretty good. Glad we got some, looks like some smoke grenades or flashbangs. They always do great with the weapon effects. Just looks really good. Now, I kind of dig this get up right there for this kit, because the other one that goes all the way up kind of hinders a lot of the articulation. So this one looks like it could still utilize some good movement in the chest area. So, yeah, glad to have that one. Looks really good. So we are almost done, y'all. So we got another one of these Monster Force figures. This is the Operation Monster Force line. I'm only picking them up here and there. I guess this is number 6 in the series. I don't know too much about it. But the other one I picked up was this one, which is Delta Red Operations Trooper. And we got this one to go with them. I missed out on pre-ordering this. I pre-ordered it twice and canceled it twice. It was just, these were pre-ordered for damn near 2 years almost. I finally just got tired of waiting, canceled it, and lo and behold, here they are. A lot of people aren't digging the weapons that are with these figures, but you know what? I dig these because I can utilize those with some of my Star Wars figures, mix them in with whatever, because I got plenty of people that are making 1/12 scale realistic weapons. I don't have many people making weapons that look like that, and that looks really good. So, anxious to get that open. Anxious to get a lot of these open, to be honest. Let's see. The next one we got is the Mafex Luke Skywalker from the Mandalorian series. If you collect action figures, Mark Hamill is a hard character to get a good sculpt on from a company. This looks pretty good. I am happy with it. So you got the swinging effects look right there. So it doesn't come with that many accessories, but it still looks good. I'm happy with it. So we got that one. Let's see here. I haven't opened up none of these Transformer MDLXs. Been slowly just picking them up. And what I'm planning on doing is taking this one and replacing the one that's in the Transformers display. So I'm going to take it out, put this one in its place. I hope they keep doing this series because, look, I'm going to be honest with you. With Transformers, I don't transform them. I love Transformers. I've read all the comics, you know, the movies, everything about them. But in today's age, I do not like transforming my figures. Before I sold my Masterpiece collection, if it came in bot form, it stayed in bot form. If it came in alt form, I watched T-Man 978, and he helped me transform many of my Transformers. And then they stayed in bot form. And then they just never transformed again. And then I traded them all in and got my awesome Aliens pulse rifle, amongst some other things. But these look absolutely great. Got great articulation, sculpt, paint, and you don't have to worry about transforming them. I mean, that is just awesome looking right there. So, man, these are going to look great. And they just look great. I really hope this line stays on point because I am truly digging it. Let's see, we're going to make a little bit of room right there. And then the last thing is this right there. That is the Star Wars Hot Toys Darth Revan from Legends, from the Knights of the Old Republic game. And let me tell you something. That is nice looking. Red, purple. And if you know the backstory, it's just phenomenal. I played Knights of the Old Republic over and over. And this is just gorgeous. I picked this thing up. I pre-ordered it from Big Bad Toy Store. And I want to say in 24, 36 hours, it was sold out. It was sold out quickly. I don't have a lot of Hot Toys in my collection. This was actually the first Hot Toys I bought. The other ones I've gotten, I've received them as gifts from family members. But this one right here, I pulled the trigger on immediately. I've always been a fan of the bad guys in Star Wars. You know, the prequels were my Star Wars. I went to the theater. I read the books. Revenge of the Sith. When that book came out, I couldn't even wait to go see the film. I read that entire book in one night. That's the fastest book I ever read. And I've always had, you know, a thing for the bad folks in Star Wars. I just think they're awesome. I mean, just look great. And this one right here was awesome. And that's the last figure in this pile of loot haul. Like I said, I got another video en route on some stragglers that made it to the pile of loot at the last minute. And I didn't want them to, frankly, sit there for months until it built back up. So I went ahead and grabbed it and had them ship it out. And if you see, I'm at a different background because my wife got me this cool table for my garage where I can make my videos and hopefully work on some projects. And I got a mess out here in the garage. Got all sorts of stuff, hobby stuff. But really digging this gift she got me. And thankful for her being supportive of my plastic hobby. All right, later guys and gals. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, subscribe, share if you can. Thanks for watching.